Hey you guys, what's up? It's me, Catherine, and today we're going to talk all about high school musicals. No, not that kind of high school musical, your high school musical. Especially with this new school year coming up, I've gotten so many questions from you guys about how to have a good time in your school's theater department. If I have any advice, if I have any tips, what I personally would have done differently when I was younger. So today I'm going to share Cat's Declassified School Survival Guide. Your results may vary. Quality television show. Okay, also side note, since we're going into fall, like I'm really missing like all of the fun fall episodes of my favorite like Disney and Nickelodeon shows, because they don't like do that on adult shows most of the time, so I kind of miss like getting all festive. Also, if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name's Katherine Steele and I put out a new theater related video on every Theater Thursday, plus I do bonus uploads throughout the week, so if you haven't already and you'd like to, go ahead and hit subscribe. That way you get notified for all future videos and you get to join the Theater Thursday fam. First, we take over Broadway and then the world. Follow me at Kath_Steele on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram for fun times. I also have a Facebook page for the Theater Thursday fam, which I'll link down below, so definitely join that Facebook page, especially if you want to get notified for this month's Q&A. But without any further ado, let's get into my advice for high school theater kids. My absolute number one biggest piece of advice is to not gossip. Even if it's not like a mean rumor, I would still recommend against spreading it or talking about it. What I like to do is put myself in the place of whoever the rumor is about, and I think whether or not I would feel upset or uncomfortable if other people knew that information about me. Like, let's say you know who has a crush on who, or you heard that so-and-so might be up for a role in the spring musical, or you know, whatever. If you personally wouldn't want that info spread about yourself, don't spread it for other people. In that same vein, if you can avoid it, don't date within the department. Oh my gosh. And I understand that, you know, sometimes you just meet like an amazing person that you happen to be in a show with or go to school with, and I totally get that. So if that's the case, just try to keep the details to yourself. I'm very much a person who likes to separate like work from personal life, and I give 110% for every single show that I do, so I don't want to have to be focused on like some guy while I'm trying to give my best performance possible, you know? This one's really important. Work hard on the production. Obviously, that sounds like a no-brainer, but it's incredibly important that you do your school show to the best of your ability. Even if you think it's just like some silly high school show that, you know, whatever, still give it 110%. Here's why. Because you're doing this show with so many of your friends, your professional performance life is also bleeding into your personal life. I've seen it 20 million times that one of our friends wasn't off book and it kind of ruined the rehearsal for everyone, and then we were kind of mad at them, even though, you know, it wasn't something that they as a person did. So don't let that happen to you. This is the biggest piece of advice I can give you, okay? If you're in a school situation where one of your teachers, like your theater teacher or your choir teacher, directs one or more of the shows in your school season, that is amazing and such a good opportunity for you. Treat every single class like an audition. I was a TA, I watched the theater teacher taking notes of which students were reliable, which students came prepared, which students could take direction. Your behavior and performances in class definitely affect casting results. So that being said, follow all the rules, do your homework on time, be off book on time, develop a good working relationship with your teacher. Going off of that, treat each of your high school shows the same way you would treat a professional show. Professionalism goes such a long way in this industry, especially at your age. That means even if you don't have to, bring a headshot and resume to your audition. It makes you look like an adult. It makes you look more put together than everyone else. It gives you a leg up. Be professional in all of your email correspondence with the director, with the stage manager, with anyone else who's on the team in like a directorial manner. Say thank you when you receive a note and just take the note and don't argue it. You always remember how people treat you and how people act. The entertainment industry is a surprisingly small community, so start your reputation the right way. A question that I get pretty often from you guys is whether or not you should drop out of your school show. Here's my 2 cents on that topic. Every show you're doing should either be fun, educational, or further your career. If this isn't doing a service to you in one of those 3 ways, you're kind of wasting your time, so don't do it. That being said, if you need help on how to professionally turn down a role, I did a whole video on that, which I will link down below. This one's a big one. If you get invited to a cast bonding experience, say yes. I'm an only child. I enjoy being alone. I love being alone in my room and just doing my thing. Like, I need to be alone, or else I feel I get super overwhelmed really easily if I'm hanging out in like big groups of people. So even though I've loved the casts of almost like everything I've ever done, I don't want to hang out with them 24/7. I will make an effort, especially early on, to go hang out with them. That sort of friendship and camaraderie that you're developing, especially early on, translates into trust on stage. It's so much easier to perform with a bunch of friends rather than a bunch of strangers. Plus, it'll make downtime in rehearsals more fun if you have friends too. Also, since we're going into this new school year, if you guys have any problems with bullies, if you want some tips on how to make friends in a cast, if you want to know how to get a bigger role in your next show, I did a video covering all of that, which I'll also link down below. It's like popular theater kid questions, so definitely check that out. That has tons and tons of valuable info. Speaking of valuable info, a really big tip is that there are no dumb questions. You're in a school show, you're in a school theater class. This is an educational environment. You're here to learn. No one is expecting you to know everything or to be a perfect triple threat. You're in school to learn. So if you have a question, ask. That being said, if it's a question that's easily solved by like a simple Google or like a little bit of research, do that part on your own. If you still need help, feel free to ask a teacher. I promise you, any instructor who's like really worthwhile will be more than happy to help you out. Myself included. Even though I'm not like an instructor and I'm just like your weird internet friend, I know a lot and I have a lot of info on my channel. So if you guys need help on any subject when it comes to a career in acting, musical theater advice, theater kid lifestyle, fun stuff, I have all of that on my channel. If you go to the home page of my channel, there's actually a search bar. Try typing in that keyword, and any video that has that keyword of like theater kid DIY or like how to get off book, whatever it is, search it, see if I have it, because I probably do. Let's be real, I'm always on the internet. Try something new in rehearsal, not on stage during a show. If there's something that you want to do to push yourself, if you want to try something new, try it. And of course, have fun. High school isn't the be-all end-all. I know that a lot of people are like, high school is gonna be the greatest time of your life, and my friends and I would always be like, oh, I really hope not, because that's like really sad if the rest of my life is downhill from here. I promise you, high school is not the best. It definitely gets better from there, but high school isn't bad. It's actually a lot of fun, especially if you work really hard to make it fun. You know, I met a lot of friends in high school, friends that I still have today. I learned so much from the experiences I had, from the shows I did. If you're a little bit younger, keep in mind that, you know, I didn't have friends in middle school. No one at my middle school really loved Broadway as much as me. A lot of them didn't even know what Broadway was. You might find them in college, you might find them outside of school, you might find them here on the internet. So break a leg, you guys. I hope you have an awesome school year. I hope you guys are having a great day. I love you so much. Break a leg, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!